2020 has seen unprecedented changes in how we live our lives. Young people had to quickly adjust to schools being closed, cancelled exams, social distancing, and spending prolonged periods of time with their parents. Unable to socialise with their peers in the normal way, many looked for new hobbies or turned to social media for entertainment. We gathered together teenagers from across the country to find out how they reacted to the pressures of lockdown and to hear their views on the world around them.
I've always loved music. It sort of lifts me, and puts me in a better frame of mind. I think honestly, if it wasn't for music, I'd probably have lost the plot. It's like, I don't know, it has this really amazing effect on me, and it just lifts me, like all the old classics like The Smiths, Radiohead, Nirvana. And you know what? Sometimes I sort of just lay back and put some Morrissey on, and honestly, the whole world just seems more cheerful. And that's why I decided to form a band.
When I saw the post about the band starting up, I just thought straight away, this is for me. It was almost like I had a calling. So I messaged Blake and he was like, are you interested? And I was like, yeah. So we got chatting and then he goes, what instruments do you play? And I was like, hang on a minute, you never posted anything about having to play instruments. And it just said to get in touch if you wanted to be in a new, exciting, cutting-edge band. And he was like, well, I like your enthusiasm. Can you sing? And I was like, yeah. So he put me on vocals.
First rehearsal we had, on Zoom, obviously. I was like, so what are we going to call ourselves? And everyone looked at Blake, but he had no idea. So that was a little bit awkward. Then Mozart was like, how about connection? Because we're all connected through music. But Charlie thought that was naff. Then Mozart lost his Wi-Fi, dropped out, which was ironic really, and possibly a sign.
Do you know, it's funny, because when we were in school, I hated music, seriously hated it. I'd rather do maths or science or something, and I don't really like maths or science. Do you know, sometimes, just to get out of music, I'd go down to the office and say I had a migraine, and Miss Byers, she would let me sit in there for half an hour, which was pretty cool. I miss Miss Byers. I hope she's okay. She's really sweet and she's well old.
My parents are both very musical. My mother is first violinist of the Vienna Philharmonic and my father's a classical composer. Mozart isn't actually my legal name. It's just a nickname the chaps at school gave me because I play so many instruments. I play mainly strings, violin, cello and harp. But I also play clarinet, sax and piano, obviously. But I only play classical and jazz, so this collaboration is new to me. But all the chats have been super encouraging. They're a good bunch.
Mozart's so musical. He plays over 100 instruments, so he's good to have in the band, I suppose. He's a bit strange though, isn't he? It's usually the drummer who's the strange one in a band. But as far as I know, there's no rule set in stone saying you can only have one weirdo in a band.
Honestly, if it wasn't for music, I'd probably have lost the plot.